It's time to talk about week 9. Good morning, YouTube. What's up, everybody? I hope you're safe and healthy and happy and doing okay. I know it feels like we just did a recap video, and that's because we did. Usually before the last 2 weeks, I was putting out the recap videos on Thursdays, but then they kind of had to be flipped around to Sundays. But we're back to Thursdays now, and I kind of want to keep that trend of recaps on Thursdays, so here we are. And yeah, let's get on with the video. We're back in the house because it's hot out. I'm too lazy to go outside, and the couch is really comfy. What can I say? This week we're talking about week 9 of training, which was technically last week for me, and it was also a taper week. So the week before that, where I had done my 18-mile run and all of that stuff, that was kind of a heavier week for me so far in the training cycle. And then Kate, my coach, follow her down below, she kind of incorporated the next week a more easier taper sort of week. It was exactly what I needed because my legs were pretty tired, and also me, Kate, Ariana, and Kate's husband Frank, we went to Montauk for the weekend. We just got back this Monday, and it was just really nice to be able to do a shorter long run. Is that a double negative? But it was nice to do a long run out in Montauk, and it didn't hurt that it was 12 miles instead of 18. We're gonna talk about all that today, but first let's talk about how many miles I ran for the week and what exactly I did on what day. So for week 9, last week I ran 27.64 miles. Tuesday was 4 easy. Wednesday is always my workout day, so I did 8 half-mile repeats with, I believe, 2 or 3 minutes of jogging in between. We're going to talk about that in a moment. But the whole workout in total equaled 7.64 miles. Thursday was a rest day. Friday was 4 easy. And then Saturday was rest day. And Sunday I did 12 easy. We're going to talk mostly about the later part of the week and my workout. So we'll start with the workout. And again, that was 8 by 800 meter, which equals half a mile repeats, with 3 minutes of jogging in between. So if you guys had watched my video from the beginning of the week last week, where I switched between the Next Percent and the Alpha Fly, then you pretty much know how that run went. And if you don't, you can check it out here. But pretty much to give you a general synopsis of it, I struggled through it pretty sufficiently. I didn't really hit pace for the workout. Ideally for these 800 meter repeats, I'm supposed to be hitting like a 650 pace, and I did not hit that pretty much any of the times. Maybe like 1 or 2 times I was in the realm, but for the most part I was just super tired. And there are a couple factors to that. I think that it was very humid that day, very hot. The sun was pretty much blazing. And I also think like switching out the shoes so much probably isn't the greatest idea. But I did just want to do like an experiment for a video, and I thought it would be kind of fun, but probably not something I'll be doing again anytime soon. So the first one was 6:57, the second one was 7:02, third 7 minutes, fourth 7:06, fifth 7:14, seventh 7:11, no, sixth 7:11, seventh 7:09, and eighth is 7:25. Yeah, so 7:25 is not even scratching, not even close to the realm of where I need to be. Not my best performance, but we're just gonna keep moving forward and doing what we do. And already, not to give anything away for next week, but for this week's workout Wednesday, I did feel a lot better, so we'll talk about that next week. But it just goes to show you that even if you have one bad day, it doesn't mean that every single other workout you do is gonna be bad. I did start to feel some discomfort in my left leg. My calf muscle wasn't feeling so hot, and I wouldn't say my PF was flaring up, but I don't know, everything just felt kind of uncomfortable there. And I think, again, that's probably from switching the shoes out too much during the run. And I just think that the Alpha Fly is just way too awkward for me. So I was able to get through that workout no problem. Well, but I was able to get through it. but it didn't feel so great for my easy run on Friday. On Friday, I woke up pretty early and got out there and did 4 miles before we left for Montauk. Side note, if you're from the island or if you're from the East Coast, anywhere around here and you've never been to Montauk, I cannot recommend it enough. It's getting sort of like socialite-y and influencer-ish vibes because they're trying to make it cool like the Hamptons, but it's just such a good feeling and fun and a little town that I've been going to for years. So, and me and my friends have been going there for years, so it just feels good and like home to be there. So I got up really early on Friday, super excited because I knew we were leaving. And I wore the RC Elite that day just because I'm trying to find like the perfect shoe for the marathon, and I would love for it to be a carbon plated shoe if I can swing it. And the Next Percent has been doing me pretty well, but I just want to try to like compare a couple of different options, and I figured I'd give the RC Elite 2 another shot. So I went out for my run, already feeling some discomfort from my workout on Wednesday, and that discomfort kind of followed me through the 4 mile run on Friday. I was definitely feeling some discomfort and pain, I would say, in my left calf, and it just wasn't a very enjoyable run at all. I was definitely very tired too, and I just didn't really have the juice that day. I didn't really care because I was going to Montauk and I knew that it would be behind me, you know, in a half hour or so. But yeah, it just wasn't great, and I did feel kind of worried about how that would impact my long run the coming Sunday. So after that run, I definitely did not pack the RC Elite for the Sunday long run. I ended up packing the Next Percent and just the Clifton 8s, something safe. And I felt like I would kind of like gauge and judge how I was feeling throughout the weekend and just decide which shoe to wear that day. My calf did feel uncomfortable in the car, and it did feel uncomfortable walking for a bit on Friday. However, it did subside, and and Saturday, I really didn't feel it at all, so that was great. On Saturday, we walked to the bakery, which is about a mile there and a mile back, and I didn't have any discomfort. I wore the Cliftons while we were walking, and that was a good indication to me to not push my luck too much with the carbon plated shoe for Sunday, and I ended up going with the Clifton 8 for my Sunday long run. On Sunday, we woke up very, very early, me and Ariana. Ariana was doing 14 miles, which was her longest run ever so far. She's only ever done a half marathon. So she wanted to make sure that she got up very early so that she could get it done. And I did the same thing. I just felt like I might as well get it done. And I woke up and I decided to go with the Clifton 8s. I didn't want to take a chance again of having some kind of issue on the course. If you have ever run in Montauk, there are some pretty substantial hills, and where we run from like the hotel to this beach called Hither Hills and back, and that's 6 miles right there. But that 6 miles, they've paved some of the sidewalk, but a lot of the time it's kind of like uneven roads and like all this kind of like funky stuff. So I felt like maybe wearing the Next Percents for that wasn't going to be the best idea. So I went for the Cliftons, and I'm pretty glad that I did. Overall, my time for 12 miles was 1:57:47, which was pretty good. That came to like overall, that was a 9:49 pace, and the week before that, my pace was 8:56. So, you know, a little bit easier, that's fine. I did regret not bringing a handheld water bottle with me because I was so incredibly thirsty for the entire run. Like literally from mile 1 to mile 9, I was so thirsty. And I had actually seen Ariana on the out and back in the beginning, and I took like a little sip of her water, but I didn't want to take too much. And then I did the entire like loop around the lake, and then I decided that I was gonna stop for a bottle of water somewhere, whether it was the bakery or this coffee place. I had to go somewhere that had water, and I needed somewhere with Apple Pay. So I knew that the bakery had water, and I waited on the line for a little bit, and then I got a water bottle, down to the entire water bottle, and kept running. And I didn't feel sick. It didn't slosh around in my stomach. Like, that's how thirsty I was. Like, that's desperation. I'm a person who like really doesn't drink a lot of water, or I don't drink as much as I should at all. So for me to stop and not just like keep powering through says exactly how thirsty I was. But overall, it was a really fun run and a great day. I was so proud of Ariana. And another thing that I was so happy about is Kate, my best friend, and my coach who created this entire running plan for me, unfortunately has had some Achilles tendonitis and it probably won't be running the Marine Corps Marathon, which has been a total bummer, you know, for her and for us. And she had a great run in Montauk. She did 4 miles and got through it and felt great and felt like herself again. And that was just like a really special moment that all of us had great runs. The rest of the day we spent at the pool and, you know, drinking and eating and just like having an absolute blast. And yeah, it was just like a really, really good week. You know, I had my ups and downs with the running, but the fact that we were just able to get away for a few days really just made everything perfect. So those are kind of the highlights from week 9. And now I'll put up a screen with all my runs so you can see them for yourself. Thank you for sticking till the end of the video and for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, please like it down below and subscribe. And when you're done with all that, hit the notifications bell so you can find out every time I upload a new video. I have another video for you on Sunday, but in the meantime, get out there, get on the grind, and don't forget to run like Heller. See you next time. Hello, ma'am. Why didn't you want to be on camera? Hello?